What's going on there, people? This is your host, Ron C., and this is the You Won't Say It, I Will podcast. Of course, you guys can find me on YouTube. Of course, if you're not already looking at me, You Won't Say It, I Will. You guys can find me on IG, You Won't Say It, I Will. You can find me on Twitter, YWSIIW podcast. And of course, I'm on all audio platforms, just about across the board. iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play, Spotify, iHeart. Still waiting on Pandora. You know, it's been about 4 episodes now. It's crazy. Yeah, man. But yeah, you know, you guys can find me just about everywhere. Google me, whatever. I'm up there, man. Follow me, subscribe, like all that shit, comment on everything. Everything's always up for discussion. You know, right or wrong, whatever. Opinions is opinions. But yeah, I'm here for you. Let's go. But yeah, man, how you guys doing out there, man? I'm a little bit late recording this week. Yeah, I'm supposed to do it. I had all plans to do it Friday, actually. So yeah, I was supposed to do it Friday. So yeah, that didn't happen. But yeah, today's Monday. Recorded and everything, and yeah, it is what it is. I was supposed to do it Friday. I actually had time Friday. Like I said before, you know, usually I don't record when usually anybody's around. I actually had time, you know, got off work, good time, went to go get my hair cut, gotta get all fresh. Yeah, I came home and I just chilled out, you know what I mean? Wifey was supposed to go pick up the baby and everything, and she still was napping and everything. I was like, all right, well, I got time, you know. I don't, you know, it don't take me long to set up. For the most part, it don't take me long to set up. Definitely if I'm trying to get going and everything, it don't take me long to set up. You know, like I said, if you're looking right now, this is really like a spot in my living room that I take up. You know, but like you got to go on YouTube, you can see what's up. It ain't too much, you know, got a little shelf behind me and shit, but you know, try to make a little something, got books and stuff, but you probably can't really see it. Actually, it's actually more blocked by the chair, but I don't really give a fuck. Yeah, man, but yeah, you know, yeah, don't take me long to set up, and I could have did it Friday. I had the time. It don't take me long to record because now a lot of my episodes, I pushed them down to like between 30 to 40 minutes. I think a couple episodes have been like a little over 40 minutes, 45 or something. But I know before I went on my hiatus, I know a lot of my shit was about almost an hour, 50 minutes, almost to an hour, which is nothing wrong with that. But since I came back out now recording and I'm putting it on YouTube, I just want to track down the time. Not saying nobody wants to watch anything that long on YouTube or even listen, but I don't know, just getting like, I wouldn't necessarily say feedback, but just looking at other people, what they talk about on like podcast groups and forums and stuff, and everything that they say. It's like, all right, you know what, maybe I might just cut it down a little bit, you know, which is cool because it gives me opportunity sometimes to do a couple episodes. So like now I can record now, and then I can record the next episode too and release that next week or maybe later this week or whatever the case may be. You know, and by the way, whenever you listen to this, I'm recording and I'm about to do editing and everything. Everything will be done the same day. It'll definitely be out today, Monday. But yeah, man, it's just I had the time, but I don't know. I just kind of procrastinated a little bit, and I was like, all right, well, maybe I might do it Saturday. And yeah, I ended up doing it Saturday. I could have did it while the baby was napping. Wifey went out somewhere. She had to go do something. I don't remember. She had a baby shower or something to go to. And I actually could have did it Saturday. And I was going to do it as soon as the baby went down for a nap. I was like, boom, all right. I know she sometimes don't fall asleep right away. So that gives me time to go ahead and set up and everything, get everything I wanted to do. Then I'm like, all right, like I said, I don't mind doing it while she sleep because, you know what I mean, chances are her hearing me, I wouldn't say it's slim to none, but usually once she sleeps, you know, it's usually pretty good. You know, but like I said, I'm not recording episodes that long. I would have made sure definitely this episode, if I was doing it at that time, this episode for sure would have been like probably 30 minutes flat, 35 at the most. I don't know how long this one's gonna last. But like I said, it's usually about 30 or 40 minutes. That's what I try to do. But either way, recording now. But other than that, man, it's just been a pretty dormant week since the last episode. Ain't too much been going on. Just we're trying to think of a master plan and shit like that. Really just getting ready for I can't say now because Friday I was supposed to say getting ready for the playoffs, so I can't say that now. Technically, games have already been played. Motherfucker. Now I gotta talk about. I was trying to talk about before it happened. Now I gotta talk about after. Now you can't really say what ifs about this past weekend. I mean, you can say what ifs, but can't give predictions and stuff. Man, some bullshit. There's a little bit of laziness too, you know what I mean? But I told y'all I'm back. It don't matter. I'm gonna get shit done. But yeah, man, guys been looking at these NFL playoffs, man. NFL's winding down, man. It's only shit. How many more weeks? It's only 1, 2, 3, 4 more weeks. So you got a good month. We got a good month. What's today's date? I'm recording at 17th. Super Bowl was what? The 13th of February. So yeah, like a month. It's like less than a month. It's crazy, man. It's fucking crazy. But yeah, man, I don't know. It really hasn't been that good of a weekend. I really thought it was going to be like some crazy like upsets or something, and I'm like, I'm looking around like, where the fuck the upsets at? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know where you're at. I mean, you got, everybody know I'm diehard Eagles, and you ain't been doing by now. I don't know what the fuck you've been listening to, but yeah, I definitely am. So, I mean, they went against Tampa Bay. Tom Brady, of course. And, I mean, like, I didn't expect the game to be, like, no type of blowout. I thought at least going to be, like, if they were to lose, it would have been, like, maybe 10 points or something, 7, 10 points. I thought, it's definitely going to be a little bit of some fight there, like, but I didn't really expect them to win, Nobody really expected them to go to the playoffs until they started going that winning run. It's like, okay, we got a little something here. Just too little, too late. But either way, they still made it to the playoffs. You make best of what you got. Number one, well, they're not number one. Number two teams. Either way, high ranked teams has been known to go down all the time. Shit happens. Sometimes they get above their bridges. Now Tom Brady, I'm sure he's going to get his squad. To hear like, yo, anything can happen. This and that. He's been there, done that. So it's hard. It's hard to go against him in the playoffs because you're not going. Any team he's on, I'm pretty sure not going to have that mindset of, oh, we got these motherfuckers. Now the Eagles, they good for that shit. They don't motherfuckers were, number one, number two. Now we didn't do a Super Bowl year. We did. I think before the game before the NFC Championship, it was looking kind of suspect. I think we went in there a little bit cocky, but NFC Championship, we was good. Boom, Super Bowl. I think we knew what we was up against, and just the way we were playing, it's like, what? You never know. But yeah, it's any team Tom Brady's on, man. I'm sure you're not going to get a team that's like, oh yeah, we got this and that. That's how motherfuckers lose. So I didn't really expect them to win for many reasons. That reason alone too. But yeah, they was fucking us up. I mean, they scored like what, 24 fucking points, I think, or something before we even scored anything. Or something. Like, dog, they might have been more than that. Who knows? But it was just fucking crazy, man. I'm like, so yeah, that game's out. Let's see. The Raiders and the Bengals. It was I didn't get to see the whole game. And we actually went to the movies to go see Scream, which I will talk about in a little bit after this. But yeah, man, it's like that game. I thought it was a rematch. I think they went against each other like it's within like a few weeks ago. And I was like, okay, well, this might be a little something. Raiders is like surprisingly like on the rise. It's like some crazy shit going on. I don't know. Bengals just been hot. They move. I'm not gonna say they more like regular season hot. Like I think the team definitely has some potential. Of course, everybody has some holes and some stuff they have to cover and everything. But look, I mean, they about to go against Tennessee. Tennessee's home next week, and I mean, I don't know. I mean, there's people out here saying, nah, Tennessee, they get Derrick Henry back, so. I mean, Mr. Run through them motherfuckers. Yo, I don't know. I mean, they definitely have I think weak side when it comes to running on them. But it don't matter how good your fucking run defense is going against him. But yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. But I thought that game was going to be slightly tighter. I think the Bengals pretty much just owned that game. Um, what other game? Let's see. You got the what was the other game? Oh, you got the Bills and the Patriots. That was a fucking straight blowout. There's nothing to talk about that. I thought that was going to be some nice little division competition and shit. So what, it was fucking like below 85, degrees in Buffalo. Like, dog, y'all playing fucking New England. Yeah, that's a slight different type of cold because they're right by Canada, but come on. I mean, it's Belichick. I just thought, I picked the Bills to win, but damn, I thought it was going to be like, I ain't gonna lie, like some fucking 2014 type game. Like, I thought they was gonna make them crawl a little bit. I thought they was gonna come out with, even the punter having some fucking dirt on his jersey. I'm just saying, like, yo, I don't know what the fuck that was. That was just embarrassing. Like, I don't feel that bad how we lost. You know what I mean? At least we ended up scoring like 15 points, so it still was like considered a blowout because it definitely was double points. But still, damn, dog, they lost like 40 something. Like what, 6 or something? What the fuck they scored? Jesus Christ. What was that, 3 game? What, we missing about 2 more games. What were the other 2 games? Oh yeah, the Chiefs and Steelers. I thought that was, I ain't think it's gonna be upset, but I thought that was gonna be like a 20, like a 7-point game. But it was a game that they were gonna work for. Kansas City was gonna work for every single point. Nah, in the beginning they kind of did. Steelers scored first. The way the game was going, I was like, yep, I see this game being like that, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, so, I think, it started snowing. I went to clean up the car. I had to take, baby to grandparents for the night. And, came back in. We turned Blue's Clues off because she needed to watch Blue's Clues and stuff to keep her a little chill and sane. And, they scored fucking 14 points out of nowhere. Bitch, what? What the fuck this happened? It's definitely within like a 10-minute span. Like, it wasn't even that long, maybe less than that. Like, hold on a second. Left and came back. This is probably about now 40 minutes ish, 40 minutes, 45 minutes. And they scored, let's see, 1, 2, 3 more touchdowns in a matter of time. Like, what the fuck this happened? And Steelers still didn't score nothing else but that 7 points in the beginning. Like, dog, okay, well, all right, Kansas City won this game. What the fuck? Like I said, expecting to win, but damn, there's gonna be a little bit of a fight. Yeah, all right. Yeah, I guess farewell, Ben. What the fuck? Yeah, I'm missing one more game still. Shit, one more game. It had to be a Sunday game, so you had to. Oh, of course, how the fuck can I forget this? The goddamn Cowboys and 49ers. Now, this was a game where, for real, it could have almost went either way. And this is before it happened. I'm like, it could almost go either way. I'm hoping towards 49ers, of course. But just overall, in general, stats and way team in, quarterbacks, blah, blah, blah. I'm leaning towards more the 49ers, and only because Dallas is not like that good at home. It's like more like Party City, you know what I mean? I've been there, so it's like it's more like fan favorite. Like, I think we had, more like celebrity favorite. Between that and like SoFi, LA now with the Chargers and the Rams, like that's more like the hangout spot now. But like Dallas, like that's like I think we had like 3. When we went to the game about 3-4 years ago, and at AT&T Stadium against the Eagles, I think it was a few stars there that night. So it's like, it's almost like not home field advantage. And plus, certain teams travel well. I don't know. This Dallas doesn't really have like the biggest home field like that. Like, they win at home, but it's not like because they have home field advantage. And plus, they not like that good against certain like good teams. Like, they're good against they're good against the division. Okay, cool. You should have 6 games on lock. All teams in the division that they're in, they always try to fight for at least 6 wins, and that's against 2, 2, and 2 to 3 other teams, 4 teams in the division. Yeah, Dallas lost that shit. It actually had a chance to win, but it like Garoppolo fucked up, 49ers ended up fucking up, and then the Dallas didn't capitalize on it. Like, it got real sloppy towards the end of the game, and it got real like mid fourth quarter all the way to the end. Like, it got real. It's got sloppy on both ends. You almost say like who's gonna have the ball last, but this was like a sloppy who's gonna have the ball last type of thing. But in this case, it wasn't. Cause Dallas had the ball last, and they, like I said, it's sloppy. They just fucked up. You gotta look at the replays. This motherfucker ran up the middle when he should just try to throw the ball out of bounds, or to a receiver on the outside, something like that. They ain't had no more timeouts left. Try to spike the ball, and zero, boom, 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 across the board. Game over. Out the playoffs. You at home with us now, motherfuckers. But yeah, man, it's crazy. So now you have the Rams and the Cardinals tonight, division game. This is definitely going to be a good one. I think the Rams are going to take this. I hope the Cardinals do, man. I kind of like Kyler Murray. That's something about the Cardinals. I like the Cardinals. I don't know. I think it's cool if they go, but I think it's more fit just for like fans and just money and revenue. If you on more the business side of shit, the Rams are the ones to go. It's usually big markets. People love big markets to go. People get always talking about it's conspiracy. Little markets don't go. Green Bay, them motherfuckers been going playoffs and shit all the fucking time. Aaron Rodgers, you ever heard of him? Yeah, Green Bay ain't shit. Been there. It ain't shit there. It ain't nothing there. Like literally right across the street is like a trucking place, and it ain't shit going on there. It ain't nothing there. Movie theater down the street, mall, and then just drive down the road a couple hours, then you just go to Milwaukee. You know what I mean? That's not even a big market. But I think pretty much everything's set now. I think we have Tampa Bay is going to be going against the winner of the game tonight, which is the Rams and Cardinals. Green Bay is going against the 49ers. That's the NFC. AFC, Tennessee is going against. That's crazy that they was number one. That's still fucking baffling. And that was without fucking Derrick Henry for like almost half the season. That's crazy. They're going against the Bengals. No. Yeah, they're going against the Bengals. Who the fuck is the other teams? The Bills are home and they're going against Dang, you probably got the answer in your head right now. Who the fuck are the Bengals going against? Oh shit, who the fuck is the other team? Oh damn. Someone help the motherfucker out. Shit. Damn. Oh, it's gonna fuck with my head now. I obviously just said the fucking name. Kansas City. Sorry. Okay. Yeah, so Kansas City, and oh man, them motherfuckers ain't. Are they home? No, I think the Bills are home. I think Bills were number 2. Yeah, I think Bills were number 2. Oh shit. You know what? No, I think KC might be. KC might have been the number 2 team. No, I'm lying. I'm sorry. Yeah, KC was number 2 team because Bills was number 4. Bengals are number 3. 2 Chiefs, 1 Tennessee. Yeah, I'm sorry. So Chiefs are home. So that's actually good for them. Because if they was going to Buffalo, I don't know. Like I said, I don't see no blowout either way. But I think the Bills might have had the upper hand now. I don't know if they're going to go on the Arrowhead in the playoffs. Can't say in the cold because, obviously they can play in negative 155 degrees. So, I mean, and not even fucking snowing. I mean, that's just pretty fucked up. But yeah, I don't know. That's going to be pretty crazy. But in the AFC, I probably will go ahead and take, tell you the truth, man, I'm going to go ahead and fucking take the Bengals. I'm gonna take the Bengals, man. I'm going to take the Bengals. I'll tell you why in a second. I'm going to take the Bengals, and I'm going to take, I'm probably going to take the Chiefs, only because they're home. Because they're a true home field advantage team. Now, the only reason I'm going to take the Bengals, they get Derrick Henry back, and he's probably rested up. He's been practicing, so I'm sure he's been knocked around a couple times in practice, if they even still do that. But, you know what? I just want to stand. I mean, everybody can get cooled down. I'm sure, a lot of people, some people think, I won't say a lot of people, some people think, they're on the hot train, and it's just something. I think Tennessee almost kind of got grandfather in almost. Because the Bills started kind of slipped up some, and the Bengals kind of like was they was. And then, Chiefs was kind of like slipping up a little bit. And I mean, Tennessee was staying straight and consistent, but it was just like, I don't know. There's something about the Bengals, I just think that, unless they just, they probably have to get like 200 something yards rushing because, Even though they've been winning these games and not getting that many yards, I think they have to get that against the Bengals because I just think Joe Burrow is going to. I don't think Tannehill can keep up with Joe Burrow, so they have to run the ball like crazy. I mean, if they do, they get like 200-something yards rushing. There's a possibility that they'll probably win Tennessee, but I'm gonna take the Bengals in a close one, probably crazy. But I'm gonna take the Bengals, and like I said, I'm gonna take the Chiefs. I think AFC Championship is gonna be the Bengals and the Bengals and the Chiefs. NFC. I think Green Bay's going to go ahead and just win that game. They went against each other early in the year. I think they was at Lambeau. It was close. I think Green Bay won by like a field goal last minute. But I think this time they're going to be the same. I think they're going to go ahead and just not blow them out, but I think they're just going to win. And depending on who wins tonight, I mean, it really depends. I think the Bucks will beat either. I don't know. They'll beat the Cardinals, the Rams. It might not be repeating how they went against each other earlier in the week. I mean, early in the year. Because the Rams are straight like disrespected them. It won't be the same. They will be in Tampa, but I might go ahead and take them. I don't know. I don't like them on the road like that either. But to tell you the truth, depending on how Stafford plays, you know what I mean. But you don't go about it. You either pick your picks now, or depending on how he plays tonight. Even though they're home, but so that don't tell me anything. It kind of does, because even at home, if he plays at home and still like he got that playoff thing against him, like just not right. I don't know. I probably more likely just they're Tampa and this and that. To be honest with you, I probably go ahead and take the Bucks. If it end up being, I think the Bucks gonna be either team. Now this time I think it'd be crazy and it'd be a fight. It'd be like almost throwing Microsoft Surface iPads, tablets again. I mean, Microsoft Surface tablets again, almost close to it. But I think they'll still pull it out type of win. And then I think it'd be Green Bay and the Bucks again. In the fucking NFC Championship, number 1, number 2 team. That'd be crazy. And then what? AFC would be the number 1 and the Bengals. I think number 3. It's not crazy. Number 1, number 3. I mean, it's almost like it quote unquote should be. You know what I'm saying? Like it almost like it should be that. It should be the 1 and 2 teams going against each other. In the AFC case, if it does turn out that way, it'd be the 1 and 3. But I don't know. You know what I mean? But I think it'd be them again. And then I think Green Bay's really gonna go. I think they'll really do it this year. I had high hopes for them last year, but I think this year. Nah, it don't matter how they win. I just think they'll do it. I think they'll go to the Super Bowl, and I don't think the Bengals this time around will beat the Chiefs. The Chiefs will be home, and I think that was a different type of win for the Bengals. It's like they kind of needed to win, and then they needed to win just because of the Chiefs. In this case, I just don't think it would turn out that way. I think it'd still be a little bit of battle, not as tight it was when they went against each other early in the year, but. I think the Chiefs would take that. And I think it'd be Green Bay and Chiefs. I think Chiefs would be going back again. I just think Green Bay is going to go. I think anybody in the NFC, almost anybody in the NFC right now, I think is going to win the Super Bowl. And in this case, I think Green Bay is going to go. And I think they'll win against the Chiefs. So you said it here, episode 43. My predictions, all the way out on the line. Obviously, I'm going to have to change them up if, one of these teams don't make it. It'll probably be something like the Bengals or something that'll probably switch it up. But, that's what I think. But it is what it is. Tell me what you guys think, man. Comment below. Instagram, hit me up. Tell me what y'all think, man. I'm down to know. Everybody's predictions is always something, man. That's what makes it fun, man. That's why I love football, man. Just shit just, gets real. People just, Like, don't get me wrong, I'm diehard Eagles, but I'm, also a big just NFL fan. And I'm also just a big sports fan. You know what I'm saying? I'm a Lakers fan. Do or die, with or without Kobe. Don't matter. Lakers fan regardless. Bron doesn't even have to be there. Still Lakers fan. Fan before him, after him, all that shit. But at the same time, I'm just a basketball fan. And that's so on and so forth for every other sport. Phillies fan, all that. I'm real watch hockey, but I do root for the Flyers. But man, tell me what you guys think. But man, like I mentioned just a little bit ago, we went to go see Scream, the new Scream. I guess it was Scream 5 or something. I don't even know. I don't know what it's called. Let me see what the fuck it's called. I ain't even gonna lie. I don't know what they exactly call it. Is it? I guess it's Scream 5, or it's called Scream. Yeah, they just call it a Scream on Google. But yeah, we're gonna go see the new Scream. It honestly wasn't that bad. I mean, I'm trying to do too much spoil. I mean, it did just come out, so I'm not gonna fuck y'all up like that. I'm not gonna say stuff, but I'm gonna give like how they went with it. I don't think it's too much of a spoiler. I think some previews kind of like told you the way it's kind of gonna go. But I won't give spoilers and stuff like that. I won't fuck y'all up like that. I'm usually good for that. I don't give a fuck, straight up, no chaser. I'm telling you what it is. But that's only if it just came out, so I ain't gonna do y'all like that. But I will talk about it some. As it wasn't that bad. They brought back pretty much everybody from the original Scream. I think that's probably why it's called Scream. So they brought everybody back from the original Scream. So everybody that obviously didn't die between the first one and now the new one is back in. So you pretty much can do your homework, or if you big on a franchise, you know who the fuck is still alive. The obvious ones, who's still alive. So you already know who's in it. So Sydney's in it. Gail's in it. Dewey's in it. Like I say real names, whatever, it don't fucking matter. But yeah, they all in it. And some of the other ones that didn't die in it throughout the franchise and stuff. Or in it, they brought them back. They're older. Some of them have kids now. Kids or whatever. Nieces or some shit like that, nephews. They have a younger crew now. And it's basically, the movie's basically almost trying to like, it's weird because they kind of like said it in the movie. Like they basically told you what the movie is going to be about. It's like a little bit into it, like towards the beginning. They basically, and I ain't even thinking about it after it was done, like they basically just told us what the movie is about. Like they told us like, yeah, so, because they was trying to figure out the killer. Like the killer already striked and everything. Of course, like, so you watch Scream, the killer strikes in the beginning. So he already striked. So he, somebody's talking and they like, everybody's together talking. It's like, well, this is pretty much just like, somebody's recreating the original settings of how everything went down. You got to do this and do that, but you can't necessarily copy. So you got to like add some new stuff in it, bring a new flavor to it, but not go new because you don't want to go too far out and make it seem like it's not even Scream, but you don't want to also make it like, it was crazy. I'm listening. I'm like, oh yeah, that makes sense. Blah, blah, blah. That's how you would, essentially like, make a movie or whatever. Yeah. So, like how, so pretty much how to make a movie or whatever. And I don't know, it's just crazy. Like, you're not thinking about it right then and there. Like, it's like, oh, it makes sense. Like that's how they're going to play out everything that's going on, in that movie, in the new one, how they pretty much trying to play it out. Like, they, it's a copycat, but, they still got to, make it fresh, but not too fresh. But, you don't want to like mimic, like everybody's coming out with these reboots and stuff like that. So you don't want to reboot it, but at the same time, So I don't know, it's crazy. And I didn't think about it. The whole movie, went through, blah, blah, everything's happening. And I'm thinking later on, I'm like, yo, they basically just told us what the fucking movie like was about. Like, for the most part. Like, they basically said what the shit was about. Like, it's funny as fuck. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much what it's about. Like I said, I don't want to go too hard. I might say a couple things. So, I mean, it pretty much starts off, with a killing in the beginning. Like, so they pretty much cut that, but they kind of like reference like it's in the future, but they kind of reference the older one just in the beginning scene. They brought back the old house when Randy got killed. They brought that back. Who was what else? Like I said, some of them have kids, like the old deputy of of what's his name, Dewey, the chick. I forgot from which Scream, maybe 4 or something like that. The last, I don't know, something like that, 3 or 4. Where the deputy was a girl. I know Gail didn't like her because it seemed like she was like too close to him or whatever. She's like too much about her job and like being trained from him and shit. She's in this. She's older now. She has a kid. Like I said, I just mentioned Randy. If you remember Randy from that, he has nieces and nephews that are playing his nieces and nephews in the movie. Obviously, they're in it. Like I said, so they brought back like younger people that are like kids, or like I said, kids or nieces and nephews of people, and just other like just obviously they gotta have friends and shit like that too. So like I said, they made it cool. They made it in like like in a cool way. Like I said, I think that's a lot of pros. I mean, the cons, I don't know the cons about it. I think it was weird, like the concept of who the killer was, or maybe killers. I don't know. You pay attention to anything I was just saying, maybe you already know the answer to that. It was kind of weird how they did that. That kind of like was it was weird, kind of creepy a little bit how they did. But like, so you got to watch it to see. So I think what else, man? What else can I really say about it? Like I said, I don't want to give too much spoilers, like who died and how many people died and this and that. I don't know. I was talking to wifey about it, and I was like, yeah, I don't know. It'd be kind of weird. They did another one. She was like, no, if you think about it, the way they reference it, nah, they not doing another one. I'm like, yeah, maybe not. Yeah, maybe you're right. Yeah, I guess, because they kind of like, I guess I can say this. So they kind of like reference Wes Craven, which is the director and stuff, or writer, owner, or whatever of the movies, Scream series. I think he died back in like 2015. So they kind of like reference him. So they said they reference like older people too, like from like the first one and older ones and stuff like that. They reference them. Like I said, I thought it was pretty cool how they did some stuff. Like I said, it was the way they did the killer thing. I was like, I don't know, that was a little weird. And I said, you got to think about it. It got like the younger generation, as they call them, the Gen Z. So it's like, they got to do stuff their way. So it's like, you kind of like setting your ways, like you old school. Like you might as well call yourself old school. Like, yo, we're good, old school. You know what I mean? Like you get called shit, you get called old kid and shit. Like that's basically what you are. Cause like, you got to think about this first Scream one. What the first Scream came out in 96 or 98? I don't feel like looking that shit up. I think it's like 96 or 98. The first one came out. You got to think about it. It's like that's when those motherfuckers were in their prime. Like all the motherfuckers, everybody. David Arquette and Courtney Cox and shit. And damn, you think I would fucking remember Sydney's name? That's a damn shame. I don't really give a fuck. That's fucked up though. I don't remember her damn name. I ain't gonna disrespect her like that. That's a damn shame. You think I should fucking remember? Yeah, Nev Campbell. So Nev Campbell. You know what I mean? So it was like, they were like in their prime. They were young, but I want to say 96 or 98 is the first one. And like they you kind of used to like, certain shit like that. Scream 1 is 96. So I mean, you used to like certain things, and like I said, they got the newer generation and stuff. Like I said, I don't think they did a bad job. I thought it was all right. Like I said, they pay homage to some older heads. Like I said, they kind of brought people back, and like without really going into everything, like it's kind of hard for me to 100% talk about. I wouldn't say don't go see. I would definitely say go see. We went to the movies. Like I said, we don't do a lot of stuff like that. So it's like it's always good to just go to the movies regardless. Definitely everything going on. So I thought it was cool just going to the movies. I don't care paying. Well, we technically pay. It has to be at a gift card. Yeah, but so I mean, either way, I don't care paying going to movies and shit like that. Sometimes we go to like the dining theater up, a little bit up from us in PA. It's called Westchester, PA. It's like a dining theater, so we go there sometimes. But yeah, it's always cool to go to movies. Really don't care. paying for a movie, as long as it seems like it's a legit movie to go see, and not just really just get out the house. Nah, let's go watch it. I'm like, nah, I fire stick the fucking out. Or had these movies come out on HBO Max anyway. Like I think the last movie we went to go see, I can't remember, but I remember it was out on HBO Max. It was like you either go to the movies or you can watch on HBO Max, and it's like, some people like, you went to the movies, HBO Max, and it was like they kind of like correcting themselves, like, you know what, nah, because you can get out the house and stuff, and it's just it's just fun just to get out the house and stuff. So. But yeah, I would recommend go seeing it, man. I don't think it's that bad. I mean, if you fuck with Scream, you will fuck with this. Like I said, I think they all got their pros and cons. I don't like every single Scream. You know what I mean? Because I like the original one. That's the second one is cool. Third one is okay. I like which one's the one when they was doing the movie? And the killer ended up being her half brother or something like that. That's the third or fourth one. If that's the third one, then I like the third one, and then it's the fourth one that's like, it's whatever, or the other way around. Either way, I would definitely recommend go seeing it. You get to see a lot of old faces, see some new faces that are connected with the old characters. It's still the same old killing. One thing I don't like, though, I will say, this motherfucker is like the new Michael Myers. Like a lot of people complain about the new Michael Myers, how this motherfucker was a little faster, he damn near was running, and was like extra strong. And like I felt like, this one should not have been as fucking strong. Again, pointing back towards what I was just saying. If you're just listening, you know what I mean? Like it shouldn't have. I don't know. It shouldn't have been. I don't know. The killer shouldn't have been that strong. And I just thought that was weird too. Like, why you fucking extra strong? Like, stop making all these killers and stuff, these damn killer movies, and then the fucking killer being extra strong. Like, what the fuck? It's like, motherfuckers ain't that damn weak, But yeah, man, I would go check it out. Tell me how y'all think. If you seen it already, tell me what's up. Drop a comment. Let's hit me up on Instagram or whatever, or Twitter. I don't know. Like, I mean, I tell you on Twitter, go follow me and shit like that. But I mean, I be on there, but not really. But like I said, hit me up on there. I might see it right away. A lot of notifications. I ain't gonna lie. I kind of like just, whatever. I don't pay attention to them. I guess and get quite a few notifications. I was like, all right, whatever. Clear. I don't be paying attention. I ain't even gonna lie. That probably is like deterred y'all from going that way for following me on there, but whatever. But yeah, IG, I'm definitely on there. I'm always gonna get those notifications. I'm always gonna see them. And of course, YouTube. Definitely YouTube. I'm gonna try and get my shit up on YouTube. Which if anybody's like really good with YouTube, I found some shit on there. I'm gonna link it down in the description too. What I found, man, it helped with like really putting your stuff up. Like, if you don't got a lot of followers already and shit like that, stuff like that, views and everything. This thing is definitely a good source. I looked it up and everything. It's legit with YouTube. So a lot of people use it. A lot of people don't tell you about it. I'm gonna tell you about it. But I'm gonna put the link. It's called TubeBuddy. I'm gonna put it down in the link. So if you're on YouTube, you're on there. If not, go on YouTube. You'll see the link down there. But yeah, check it out, man. Definitely, if you got YouTube or trying to start off YouTube and been struggling or about to start one up, you can start off just with this, and I won't say you will be good, but it's definitely a helpful tool to help you. Hopefully get you to where everybody wants to go. Everybody wants the subscribers and the views and shit like that. Some people just really try and make it like their life and shit like that. And, this is probably definitely a good tool to use, making money and shit. But yeah, like always, of course, guys ain't already looking at me. Check me out on YouTube. You Won't Say It I Will podcast. Get up out of here, man. Instagram, You Won't Say It I Will podcast. Twitter, YWSIIW podcast. And of course, just about across the board through audio, iTunes, Stitcher, Spotify, Google Play, iHeartradio, hopefully Pandora soon. But yeah, other than that, guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. I appreciate it. All that, like, subscribe, comment, all that shit, all that good shit, man. Let's do all that, man. I really, really appreciate it. You know what I mean? I'm coming back on everything. But yeah, man, I'm your host, Ron C. And this is the You Won't Say It I Will podcast.